In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Something very beneficial is going to be discussed in our today's talk. Do you want to raise your self image? Do you want to be a person of self control? Mean you want to be strong? Do you want a self image of a victorious, of a winner, of a victorious person? Do you want to be strong? Do you want to be confident? Do you want to have a kind of faith in your future? All of these things are very cherishable. We all wish to have it, but very few of us actually succeed in getting it. Very few of us actually succeed in developing it. And today, our today's talk, we are going to disclose, divulge away. We are going to divulge away, which will help us a lot, which will rather ensure that we become a mentally strong person, that we become a confident person, we do succeed in raising our self image, and somehow we can somehow overpower the other people. We can give a good fight at least. I don't mean the fight with the fists. I'm talking about the fight with the willpower, the fight with the nerves. And there is a kind of exercise. There are a kind of exercises which we do have to practice in letter and spirit. And it is easy to do that. I'm not going to suggest or advise something else which is difficult to practice. Not at all. Not at all. Rather, I am going to say something which is quite doable, which is quite practicable. And anybody and everybody with a bit of seriousness, I'm not asking even a total commitment. I know that very few of the people will come up to that criteria. That is why I have devised certain things, certain exercises which are not so difficult to practice, although a bit of effort is needed, and nothing could be done without any sort of effort. If at all we don't want to make any, we don't want to put any effort, we don't want to do any sort of input, nothing will come out as an output. Dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad, several times in a single day, we feel impulsive. We get an impulse to do one thing or the other, to eat something. We feel an impulse of it. To say something, to blurt out something, we get an impulse of it. We want to eat certain things, we want to do certain things which could give us pleasure, which could give us gratification. And now the first exercise is to say no. Mean at that moment when you are going to do something else for the sake of your pleasure, for the sake of gratification, delay it for a while, for a couple of minutes, not instantly complying to the desire, not instantly trying to do whatever comes to your mind as something of a player, rather delaying it and cancelling the things if it is immoral, if it is unethical, not to do it and not to do it for some of the time at least. This will raise the self image, and this will give a good amount of self confidence, and this will provide us with the self discipline, with the self control, because we have exercised the disciplinary muscles, and by exercising these disciplinary muscles we are becoming strong person. And this is actually a kind of fight, this is a kind of fight with whom, with we ourselves, and we do have to win it, because winning this fight, I think so, will make us a stronger person. We don't have to lose, and the losing mean here that we do have to comply blindly the impulses. We can't stop ourselves. We can't control ourselves. We can't actually fight with ourselves. This is a kind of defeat we must not be having. We must not be getting defeated here. I think so that we need to control. The more control we do exercise upon us, I think so it will make us a very strong human being. We can start it from a very small. I'm not advising to do it from the maximum level to the downward level. Rather, what I am suggesting is that start it from a small, and then keep growing it, then keep enhancing it gradually, bit by bit. Or even if we don't increase it, doing it, doing it, some quantity of it, so a little bit of it, up to an extent. Even this thing will make us a strong human being. Even this will make us a confident human being. We do want to become a confident human being. We do want to become a confident person. We want to develop the self confidence. We want to raise our self image, and we want to have a confidence that I can fight, that I can resist, that I can cope with any sort of circumstances, and I can survive. I can interact with any sort of person, provided it becomes necessary and no other option is left. This is controlling one's impulses. Saying no when you want to do something which will give you pleasure, something which can make us happy for a while. We can say no. If at all we don't remain happy for that particular moment, during those minutes, I think so it will make us happy, and it will make us a strong, it will make us a satisfied human being for a longer period of time, provided we have sacrificed what? We have sacrificed the gratification, and we have sacrificed the pleasure momentarily. We have sacrificed was that of few minutes pleasure only, but we have got what we have got in return is the pleasure, the gratification, and the satisfaction for a good amount of time. Now look upon it, whether the exercise what we are talking about is a beneficial one or not a beneficial one. I think so it is quite a lot beneficial. And there is another exercise as well. That exercise is, once you are not willing to do something because it is slightly hard, because it is slightly unpleasant, because it is slightly boring, I think so pushing ourselves and getting the things done, or at least attempting it, or at least doing it for a couple of minutes only, even if our attempt remain unsuccessful, I think so this will make us a strong human being. This will develop a kind of self confidence amongst us. And this is the two of these exercises, plus there is a third one as well. The third one is to be able, the first exercise was to resist ourselves, to resist our impulses, And now there is another, the both of the exercises which we have talked about till now is actually meant to resist the impulses of ourselves. And now there is another side of it. The other side of it is that we do have to resist the other people, and we do have to practice it, and we do have to practice it. It is something very useful, because we are actually preparing ourselves to avoid the capitulation. Because at certain occasion, even if we are right, even if we are at the right side, still the people will pressurize us. And now we are practicing how to resist that pressure and how to take a firm stand. We do have to practice, we do have to practice it. It is something which is really useful. These exercises are small and not the big in nature, but as for their benefits are concerned, the benefits of these actually can revolutionize our life. Believe me or not, it is something tremendously beneficial, and we can change our life. Our life can be turned around, and we can become from a loser to a winner. Is it that simple? Yes, it is that simple. Yes, we can become a winner. Yes, we can stop being a loser, and yes, we can become a winner. And being a winner is not that much difficult. Believe me or not, there is only a very small, there is a very there is only a thin line between the two of these. The only thing which was needed is to come out of our comfort zone, is to develop our self disciplinary muscle, and to develop a kind of self control. Because developing a kind of self control will develop our self image, will make us a happier person, will make us a more satisfied person, and we will be confident enough that no matter how come, no matter what sort of circumstances are, I shall be able to survive, and I shall be able to keep my journey going, and I shall become quite a resilient person. I do have to develop the resilience in myself up to great extent, and this resilience will make me a stronger and a happier, a satisfied human being. Thank you. Jazakallah.